The 2022-23 regular season opens up at home tonight as the Grayson County Lady Cougars and Cougars take on the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. For Grayson County, they will look to pick up a 1-0 start after a disappointing year last year where Breckinridge County fell just a little bit short. And a good evening and welcome here to Tiger Arena here at Breckinridge County High School for the opening game of the 2022-23 regular season. Sam Gormley here with you for the call on another edition and another year of Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose and also via K105 Digital Productions. It's a good matchup. Anytime Grayson County and Breckinridge County match up, you know you're in for a treat. Breckinridge County leads the all-time series 45-34. Lady Tigers won 4 of the last 5. Grayson County last won back in 2020. Again, 2020, we're talking about that. It feels like years ago. But Grayson County here trying to bounce back from a season last year that they were young, but also trying to build and move past that. Lady Cougars and Fighting Tigers will introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach Todd Johnston, and get you ready for everything you need to know coming up after this, as this is the Locker Room Show right here on 103.9 The Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money, so...
if you guys want me... OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh! I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Kentucky News Network.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars and Cougars are both getting ready to open up the 2022-23 regular season, taking on Breckinridge County. Game 1 is going to be the girls' matchup between these two teams. And the Breckinridge County Lady Tigers last year, 26-7, a loss to Meade County in the 3rd Region Championship game. They lose 3 of their 4 leading scorers from that team a year ago. Isabel Grimes averaged 16.6 points per game. It's a big loss. They lost the Tucker twins as well. So players that Breckinridge County is going to need to find a way to fill in. And who will they turn to? Well, a nice core that is returning, headlined by Kaylee Huffines. She's the sophomore center, 6'1", 7.3 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Caroline Lucas, a really underrated player as well, 6.5 points, 2.8 rebounds per game. Kylie Carby and Elizabeth Grimes are also players that you'll need to know for this Lady Tiger basketball team. Again, they were 26-7 last year. They beat Grayson County.
For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Lakes Best Mix, K105. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to open up the 2022-23 regular season against Breckinridge County. The leading returning scorer for the Lady Cougars, Sydney Perkins. Right behind her is Arissa Riggs, but some news that we were told before the game, both of them are going through warm-ups, but both have been dealing with sickness. So Todd Johnston not sure how much they will play. Neither one, at least what we were told, will start in today's games. That's something that the Lady Cougars will have to keep in mind. Other players you need to know returning, starting point guard Sutton Van Meter. She averaged 2 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. Todd Johnston told us that she very well could be the most improved player on the team, and I know that high hopes for her. Isabel Blanton, Kennedy Green as well returning for this Grayson County Lady Cougar program. Todd Johnston is the head coach in his second season. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on on 103. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to keep right here for just one more second, as we're dealing with a little bit of technical difficulty, so we're trying to get it fixed here on our back end. But the assistant coaches for the Lady Cougars are Elena Jones and Brian Jones. Elena Jones, though, she's not here tonight because the middle school Lady Cougars, in fact, I don't see any of the middle schoolers that will be playing up will be here and playing today, is because they are playing in a middle school game today. So they'll be without assistant coach Elena Jones. You won't see Bree Jones out there, Jordan Perkins, Peyton Bowman, Addison Spain-Howard, and Hannah Smith are some of the players that you might see out playing a little bit of varsity when they don't have a middle school game. In fact, on Friday, you'll probably see them when this Lady Cougar team goes to Bullitt Central High School, as that'll come up on Friday. And then at home on Saturday, they will host University Heights High School. We will take a quick break now and have head coach Todd Johnston after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, basketball's back. It's a good feeling. Last year, the 3-24 record. Now, I know you as a coach, you never want to go 3-24, but if you have to go 3-24, you probably want your core to mostly come back, and that's what you have this year. What do you think your team learned going 3-24, and what do you hope they did learn going 3-24?
Well, the one thing they should learn is how much work we had to do in the offseason to get our skills better. We didn't shoot it particularly well. We didn't handle the ball particularly well. Our footwork's not been very good, and those are things we put a lot of emphasis on in the offseason. And, the one thing I've told the girls is, nobody's done what we've done, in my opinion, since the spring, 3 days a week, all summer, all fall. And every one of our girls have gotten better in those areas. Now we have to translate that as a group instead of worrying so much about individuals. Can our individual skills, which have improved, can we use that to make our team better? And I think we can. I think we'll have a better year this year. Now, still, we got to go out and prove it. And tonight it starts with one of the best teams in the region. So we'll see how much we've improved anyway.
We talked at Meet the Cougar Night about your scrimmages. Since that point, you've had about a week and a half of practices. You had Thanksgiving in there. I know your team has been battling some sickness as well. What have been some of the focal points in practice, though?
Well, immediately when it's game time, we start putting in game plans. The last couple of days has been for Breck, obviously trying to, watching film on them, seeing what they did in their scrimmages and what we can do to combat that, and then what we can do to counter their strengths. And, they're big, strong inside with Lucas and Huffines and a couple of the other young girls they have. But, we're going to have to be really aggressive, be really physical with them. And then the other time you think about is, again, I've gone back to we shoot probably 30, 40 minutes every practice now, because in our scrimmages, our shooting percentages still weren't where I want them, and we're missing shots in the paint. So we've put in some new shooting drills, and again, doing 30, 40 minutes of shooting, whether it's paint shooting, short-range jumpers, and then, of course, some threes. But we shoot from the three-point line pretty well. The runners, the 10-footers, the 7-footers, the layups have been a vocal point over the last week in practice.
You mentioned at Meet the Cougar Night that one of the most improved players was Sutton Van Meter. How has she improved?
Well, her mentality, her confidence level right now is through the roof, and she can handle it. She's fast, she's quick. She needs to do a better job with her left hand, and we're working on that because she's so right-hand dominant. But she's shooting the ball really well, and at Meet the Cougar Night, she won the three-point contest from our side. So she's got to score for us, and she knows that. And, she can drive, shoot. She needs to make a couple threes a night probably for us, but at the same time, not forget that she still is a point guard and has to make sure everybody else gets the ball in positions where they can score as well.
You touched a little bit on Breck. They lost a lot last year, but still return a nice core and have some unproven players that you'll see tonight. What do you see, and how do you take a step forward tonight?
Well, they're going to start – a sophomore, a junior, and freshman. Their freshmen are really talented, but they're freshmen, so you never know how they're going to respond. And I told our girls we might pick our spots and see if we can pressure them a little bit and see how they do. We've got to do a good job on Lucas, who I think may be the most underrated player in the region. Fast, strong, athletic, can shoot it. And then Huffines, again, 6'1", 6'2", that can step out and shoot and rebound and score in the post. So, we got our work cut out for us. There's probably not two people in the region that think we can compete with Breck tonight, but our girls think we can. I think we can. We just have to make sure we get off to a good start, and we worry about what we do and do what we do, and then, like I said, try to limit turnovers and rebound the basketball tonight.
Coach, good luck. We'll have more here coming up in the Locker Room Show after this.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Oh, the stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted any
OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake!
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it all.
You are smart, kids.
You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Lady Tigers. I do first want to say that two middle schoolers are here. Bree Jones and Peyton Bowman are both here tonight, and you should expect maybe both of them to get in to this game. So I said that they weren't here, but two of the middle schoolers are here. The rest of the middle schoolers are playing middle school basketball. Let's quickly meet your starting lineups. First for Breckinridge County, junior guard number 2, Caroline Lucas. Freshman guard number 11, Elizabeth Grimes. Sophomore center number 12, Kaylee Huffines. Freshman forward number 21, Josie Mitchum. And freshman guard number 32, Kylie Carby. Once more, that is Lucas, Grimes, Huffines, Mitchum, and Carby. The assistant coaches are Brad Carby, Raymond Critchlow, Mary Hinton, and Denny LaGrange. The head coach is Chad Moorman. Now the lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Sophomore guard number 11, Sutton Van Meter. Freshman forward number 12, Kennedy Green. Senior guard number 22, Briley Renfro. Freshman forward number 30, Lucy Torrance. And sophomore guard number 33, Isabel Blanton. Once more, that lineup is Van Meter, Renfro, Torrance, Blanton, and Renfro. The assistant coaches are Elena Jones and Brian Jones, and the head coach is Todd Johnston. The play-by-play is next on the Moose.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
to Breckinridge County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Lady Tigers. On the play-by-play is next here on the Moose.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending, right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County. They've turned the lights down, so they've got the spotlights rolling around and everything as they're announcing the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County. Again, last year, they lost in the region championship game to Meade County in a game that the Lady Tigers did not have it that night. Meade County, again, it's not me taking anything away from Meade County at all, who's a really good team. It just wasn't the Lady Tigers night that night. Last year, Grayson County, we know, we've been there, 3-24. That was then. Most of that same team is back this year, and I'm really interested to see how this team improves throughout the offseason and seeing what they can't do here tonight against a talented Breckinridge County team. They lost a decent amount from that team, but again, Grayson County returns more than they did. But again, the Lady Cougars tonight, Sydney Perkins and Arissa Riggs, their two leading scorers, have been battling a sickness. They're going to be coming off the bench tonight. Todd Johnston, not sure how much they're going to play because they have barely practiced. It'll be Kennedy Green to jump against Kaylee Huffines, and the 2022-23 regular season is underway here from Breckinridge County, and immediately Caroline Lucas goes in for the left-handed layup down the lane. It's no good. Rebound kicks it out to Grimes from 18 feet. And it is in for Elizabeth Grimes, and the Lady Tigers strike first. They lead 2-0. Just about 15 seconds into this game. Lady Cougars with that record last year, 3-24, as Sutton Van Meter crosses it, tries to get it wide open, down to the right block to Lucy Torrance. She was there, the pass was a little bit too high. And immediately Grayson County has an early turnover in this game after the early bucket. Immediately Caroline Lucas on that, just took it down. She missed the layup, got it back, and found Elizabeth Grimes, who is the little sister of leading scorer last year, Isabel Grimes. Lucas loses the ball out front. It is chased back down by Lucas as Grimes got her hand in there to slow it down just a little bit. Again, that starting lineup for Breckinridge County as Grimes drives down the lane, throws up a wild shot. She's going to get bailed out by a foul inside on Grayson County. They'll list it on Sutton Van Meter. That'll be Van Meter's first and the team's first, and free throws will come for Elizabeth Grimes. Starting lineup for Breckinridge County: Caroline Lucas, Elizabeth Grimes, Kaylee Huffines, Josie Mitchum, and Kylie Carby. Elizabeth Grimes last year 58.1% free throw shooter, and the first free throw clanks off the back of the iron. It is no good. As a team, Breckinridge County, if you wanted one thing that they struggled with, 57.7% from the free throw line. It's a number that Chad Moorman probably wants to get higher this year. That's, I mean, you've seen it, that can separate a good team from a great team. Grimes makes the second free throw, and it's the Lady Tigers on top, 3-0, 7:10 left here in the opening quarter of the 2022-23 regular season. Sutton Van Meter breaks the timeline right up the middle, bounce pass to the right wing to Renfro. Renfro finds Torrance in the corner. Torrance drives, jump pass outside now to Renfro. Renfro down the right lane, back into the middle, curls towards the near side, throws a wild shot up. It's no good, rebounded inside by Mitchum for Breckinridge County. She breaks the timeline with an outlet pass to Grimes. Grimes into the corner to Lucas. Lucas picked up by Green. Lucas it's a pass inside, knocked out, run down back by Lucas. Out front now to Grimes. Breckinridge County has it down the right lane. It was Mitchum, and she lost the ball on a takeaway for Grayson County. Van Meter angles back towards the middle. She's now going to back things off, and for the first time here this evening, Grayson County is going to be able to set up their offense and run some motion. Van Meter off to the right wing, going back towards the middle. She didn't like what she saw. Todd Johnston delivers the call. Left wing to the senior Renfro, one of two seniors on this team as Renfro drives down, jump pass off to the near side to Van Meter. Van Meter spins as she takes it in the near corner. She's double teamed, drives near baseline, and she's shoved out of bounds. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Mitchum. It is on Mitchum for Breckinridge County. That is her first and the team's first. It's going to stay on the floor, and passing in underneath her own basket is Sutton Van Meter. Van Meter was the winner of the girls' version of the three-point contest that was held at Meet the Cougar Night a couple of weeks ago. The boys was won by an alumni, Mason Galloway, who ended up winning the entire contest. Right wing Van Meter drives down the near side. It's poked away, out of bounds, and it's off of Breckinridge County. It's going to stay Lady Cougar basketball. Looks like Isabel Blanton. Nope, it will be taken in by Van Meter. This is an awkward spot to put this ball in. So Lady Cougars are working from left to right on the radio dial, and it's passed in from the far corner. Van Meter scans once, scans twice, gets it into Renfro, who almost had it poked away by Grimes. She's able to run it back down. At the top of the key, Renfro has it at the left elbow. Handoff pass to Torrance. Torrance bodied up out front to Kennedy Green. Green fires one off to the left side to Renfro. Renfro tried to get it inside to Van Meter. It's off the foot of Huffines on the interior. 5:39 left in the first quarter. 3-0. Breckinridge County on top of Grayson County. It'll be Van Meter to pass in. Huffines guarding the inbounds with her 6'1" frame. Van Meter throws it in to Torrance. Torrance finds help at the left wing with Green. Green bounce pass to Renfro, who takes an extra step at the top of the key. And possession's going to go back, and immediately Todd Johnson going to go bring in his 2 leading scorers from a season ago. Sydney Perkins, last year the junior, 13.4 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, finished 14th in the state in threes per game at 2.6, second in the region. The only player she trailed was Peyton Bradley, who led the entire state in that category and very well could be one of the top players in the entire state. Riggs averaged just over 7 points a contest. Off to Huffines on the far corner. She drives far baseline, dumps it off inside, blocked by Perkins. Immediately puts her name in, is driving down the near side was Carby, but Perkins gets her first block on the young season and immediately puts her name into the stat sheet. Right wing Blanton spins it around, gives it to Green. Green drives near baseline, and she is out of bounds. She stepped on the baseline. Possession heads back to Breckinridge County. 3-0, 5:02 left in the first quarter. It's the Lady Tigers on top of the Lady Cougars of Grayson County. Lady Tigers wearing the home white jerseys with the maroon numerals, kind of a maroon large stripe up each side of the pants leg. Grayson County, very similar stripe on their pants. It is orange. They're wearing the blue jerseys with the orange numerals. Driving down, floating a shot up off the right side. It's in by Carby. She drove down the right lane, and it's the Lady Tigers on top. 5-0, 4.5 left here in the opening quarter. The Sutton Van Meter run things here. Gets a screen from Riggs. Van Meter throws a pass into the middle of nowhere, and it's Blanton who can't run it down in the near corner. And another turnover for the Lady Cougars, going to give the basketball back. Van Meter goes over to Johnston. I think Johnston was asking what she saw. She was explaining what she saw. And Coach Johnston just kind of tapped her on the head and said, you know what, it's okay. There's still a lot of basketball left to be played. Left wing Huffines. Into the near corner, Carby fires one down to the left block to Lucas, who's blocked by the rim. Rebounded by Green on the inside for the Lady Cougars. Green immediately found Van Meter. Breaks the timeline, guarded by Grimes. Tight defense. Bounces it off to Green. Shot up the left side's no good. The rebound's off of Green's hands. She's able to run it back down out front to Sydney Perkins. What a start here for Kennedy Green for Grayson County at the free throw line. Riggs loses the ball, picked the pocket by Lucas, immediately taken right back by Isabel Blanton for Grayson. She's double teamed. A bounce pass into the backcourt to Van Meter, who breaks the timeline. Great defense from Grayson there by Blanton to get the basketball back, and walking with it was Perkins as she ran into Van Meter, and when she did so, she took the extra step. 5-0. Breckinridge County on top of Grayson County. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Quick substitution to the game for Grayson County. Lucy Torrance in for Blanton, and Renfro will be in for Kennedy Green. So on the floor for Grayson, you've got Renfro, Perkins, Torrance, Riggs, and Van Meter. It is Breckinridge County basketball working from right to left. On the far side, it's across to the near side to Grimes. Grimes at the left elbow will back it off. Jump pass inside to Huffines, who is double teamed, and Renfro comes down with a loose ball. As Van Meter got her hand in on it as well, but Renfro's able to come down with a loose ball. Riggs on the left side. Drives down, guarded by Huffines. Off to Perkins, one of the top three-point shooters in the region. Out front to Torrance. Torrance at the free throw line. At first I thought she got away with a walk, but official had to find the whistle and give the ball back. 5-0. Breckinridge County leads Grayson. 3 minutes left to play here in quarter number 1. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor, taken by Todd Johnston. We'll take it with him. 3:01 left in the first. It's 5-0 Breckinridge County. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Grayson County trails 5-0, 3 minutes left here in the first quarter of play as Todd Johnston takes the 30-second timeout after the offense for the Lady Cougars. They've run some good things. They've only had really one shot from the field, and it was by Kennedy Green. It was a good look. She got the loose ball on the rebound as well. They're sticking with the same lineup out on the floor, as does appears Breckinridge County will do the same. The right side, it is Ratajkowski, who's into the game. Passes down to Huffines, and Renfro gets her hand in with another steal in the interior, and Huffines is going to get called for a foul as well. It's the second time Renfro's been able to get a steal from Huffines, and Huffines there, a little bit of frustration, picks up her first foul and the team's second. Renfro hit her head a little bit hard. Appears that she is okay, and Isabel Blanson will come into the game for her. First they blew the whistle that they were going to be able to go in. Todd Johnson just wants to switch. Blanson with Torrance. Torrance is now going to play the post position when Blanson was at the beginning before Johnston switched it. Into the middle to Riggs. Riggs takes it right down to the middle, picks up her dribble, finds Perkins in the near corner. Perkins trying to find help, and she steps out of bounds right in front of the bench. 2:33 left in the first quarter, 5-0. Breckinridge County on top of Grayson County. Lady Tigers jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead about 45 seconds into this game, but since that point, both teams have really struggled offensively. It is Grimes straight away to run the point. The freshman guard, her older sister Isabel, playing at the University of Montevideo, which is a D3 school in Alabama. Out front, Carby. Carby drives in, right-handed floater, gets the shooter's roll. Kylie Carby's got 4 points last season. She appeared in 26 games. Only averaged 1.4 points a contest, though. Van Meter picks up her dribble in the backcourt. Finds Blanton back into the middle to Riggs. Riggs with the right hand trying to create her own space as Carby is guarding her. Riggs right in front of the scores table, and a foul is going to be called on Carby. For Carby, that's her first. The team's your head coach at Breckinridge County with a record of 107-44. Didn't seem that he necessarily agreed too much with that call, but when you're up 5-0, you don't necessarily complain that much. Van Meter to run things here in between the circles for Grayson County. She speeds up off to the left wing to Green, who's back into the game for the Lady Cougars. Kennedy Green gets a screen from Perkins, dumps it off down to the wide open player, Perkins, who's blocked inside by Grimes. Grimes at first looked to speed up. She slowed down a little bit, waiting for players. Cross-court pass to Lucas, who lets the near side three go down. It's a duck off the back of the iron. And the ball rebound goes out of bounds, and it's going to go towards Grayson County basketball. 7-0. Lady Tigers on top of Grayson County. 1 minute and 34 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Todd Johnston coaching up his team. One of the things that stands out with this Lady Cougar team, you've got a couple of young players. Bree Jones, the 7th grader, and also the 7th grader Peyton Bowman, who are here. High expectations for both of them. Maybe not so much as a 7th grader, but you could be seeing them in this game as a wild shot on the far side by Van Meter is rebounded by Breckinridge County. Carby drives down the lane, finds Grimes. Far side three, right wing, nothing but net. In for Elizabeth Grimes. Grimes has 6 points, and it's Breckinridge County 10, Grayson County 0. At the logo, Riggs with the basketball, spins towards the lane, down the free throw line, runs in amongst the towers, flips a shot up, it can't fall. And now she gets the steal on the rebound, but can't corral the ball as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back towards Breckinridge County basketball. Subs into the game here for the Lady Tigers. We're going to see Josie Mitchum, the starter, back into the game. Adeline Mormon, the 8th grader, will come back in as well. She scored 2 points in 9 games a season ago. Kennedy Green comes out for Grayson. We're going to see Ella Narvaez into the game for the first time for the Lady Cougars. Sophomore forward, appeared in 10 games last season, 6 points and 9 rebounds. 10-0, Breck leads Grayson. Left wing Lucas at the free throw line. Guarded by Perkins, throws up a shot, and she walked with it. It's a good call. Lucas didn't necessarily agree with the call, but I think it was the right call. And if I'm Grayson County, what I've seen from Caroline Lucas is she's a very aggressive player. And she'll sometimes raise that elbow a little bit as Van Meter falls as she crosses the half-court line. Might have been bumped. No foul whistled, and loses the ball out of bounds. And it's going to go back towards it's going to go back towards Breckinridge County basketball. But what Lucas does, as Huffines is going to come back into the game for Breckinridge County, is she raises that elbow a little bit when she drives. Now, I'll be interested to see if Todd Johnston might tell Perkins, sell that a little bit. If it comes, go back. If anything, pull a soccer move. It's the World Cup right now. Do a little bit of a flop. They and get an offensive foul. They'll call it if they see that movement, especially when that elbow starts to move up. Grimes straight away at the free throw line, jumps it off inside, a steal in the interior. Perkins came down with it, immediately found Van Meter, guarded by Lucas up the far side, and that'll be a foul on Caroline Lucas. She wasn't giving Van Meter any space along that sideline. That's her first and the team's fourth. Josie Mitchum will come into the game. Caroline Lucas will come out. Also back in, Rowan Razuski. Marissa Riggs re-enters for Grayson. Sydney Perkins comes out. And Todd Johnston mentioned to me before the game that he's going to have to be very careful watching both of those minutes. 8 seconds here in the first quarter. Renfro straight away off to the right wing to Narvaez with 5 seconds. Narvaez finds Riggs straight away with 3 seconds. Riggs drives down off the glass. The shot's no good. It's the end of the first quarter. It is Breckinridge County 10, Grayson County 0. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 10-0 as we start quarter number 2 here from Tiger Arena on the campus of Breckinridge County High School in Harned, Kentucky. Kind of a warmer November day outside. I know some weather could potentially be coming in, some rain. Hopefully it doesn't get to anything too severe this evening. So it will be Grayson County basketball to start this second quarter. Todd Johnson going to go with Riggs, Van Meter, Bree Jones gets her first varsity moments. Narvaez and Blanton to start. Bree Jones is the 7th grader. She's the daughter of assistant coaches Elena Jones and Brian Jones. Very talented player and very instinctual as Blanton gets the handoff pass from Jones. It's immediately walks with it, and possession's going to head back towards the Lady Tigers. Lucas re-enters for Breckinridge County along with Grimes, Carby, Huffines, and Mitchum. So the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers to start this second quarter. Inside the lane, a shot way high off the glass. Lucas goes high up to grab the rebound, finds it up to Grimes straight away, and Grimes makes them pay her second 3 of the game, and it's 13-0. Breckinridge County leads the Lady Cougars. Van Meter, an outlet pass off to Jones, out of her reach and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Cougars is going to give the basketball back towards Breckinridge County. Todd Johnston, after that play, immediately sat down. He's back up coaching. Can see some frustration from her team. Right side Grimes, handoff pass to Lucas. Lucas drives down the lane, gets around, left-handed layup is good on the left side for Caroline Lucas. It's her first bucket of the match. And 15-0, Lady Cougars still looking for their first points of this first half of play. Van Meter took an extra step in the backcourt. And another turnover for Grayson County is going to give the ball back to Breckinridge County. 15-0, Breck leads Grayson. 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Grimes, an outlet to the right side to Carby. Carby guarded by Blanton. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Cougars. Out front to Mitchum. Mitchum crosses it to Lucas, guarded by Riggs. Lucas out front, Grimes. Grimes swings it back now to Carby. Carby over to the far side to Mitchum. Mitchum fires a pass inside to Huffines, who spins around. The glass is not friendly. Narvaez gets the loose ball for the Lady Cougars. Van Meter gets it to Jones. Jones fires it back now to Van Meter, who crosses the timeline with a pass back now to Jones. Jones into the middle, the 7th grader drives down through the legs of Huffines to the far side, and a shot is blocked out of bounds. It was taken by Blanton, but Huffines sent that one into the Breckinridge County cheerleaders. 6:23 left here in the second quarter. It's 15-0. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County. Van Meter to pass in on the far side of the basket. Bounce pass into Jones on the far corner. Van Meter from 10 feet throws a shot up. It's way off to the right. Maybe some contact was made. An outlet. Here comes the Lady Tigers as Grimes thought about driving in, backs it off, crosses it down inside to Huffines. Glass not friendly for the sophomore. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Blanton, who fired it to Narvaez, who wasn't ready for it, was able to catch the ball and didn't make any mistakes, but here comes a mistake, thrown away, transition, Grimes down the right side, lays it in. Lady Cougars now speeding it up. Van Meter fires it back to Riggs, who gets it just before she crosses. No, they do say she did cross the half-court line. And another turnover for Grayson County. Sydney Perkins comes in, Briley Renfro comes in. As Van Meter and Blanton will come out. You have Riggs, Perkins, Narvaez, Renfro, and Jones in there for Grayson County right now. It's 17-0, Breck on top of Grayson. 5:34 to play. Huffines inside. Doesn't get that shot to fall either. Narvaez gets her third rebound of the game. Riggs into the near corner to Perkins, who's yet to take a shot in this one. Breckinridge County has been trailing her as the Lady Cougars' best shooter. Riggs drives down the right lane. Tries to get around Lucas. She falls as she hits the baseline. It's out of bounds, though, off of Breckinridge County. It's going to stay Lady Cougar basketball. Green re-enters for Grayson. Mormon re-enters for the Lady Tigers as Narvaez will take a seat. And to a standing ovation from her teammate. She played pretty well there in that couple of minutes. Huffines will come out for the Lady Tigers. Passing in from underneath of her own basket is Perkins. Finds it over the far side to Jones. Jones guarded by Lucas. Lucas finds Renfro on the left wing. Renfro spins at the free throw line, picks up her dribble, gains it back, off to the right side, Riggs. Riggs with 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Lady Cougars still looking for their first points of the game. Renfro splits defenders, gives it off to Green, a 10-foot floater, can't get it to go in. Off to Lucas. Lucas speeds up as she comes down the near side. Finds it out front to a lost the ball was Mitchum into the hands of Riggs. Riggs, an outlet to Perkins. Perkins loses her dribble as she drives down inside. She was trying to go up for the layup and just lost her dribble in a turnover on what potentially could have been the first basket of the game for Grayson County. 4:40 left here in the first quarter. 17-0 Grayson trails Breckinridge County down to a wide open Mitchum on the left block, and Mitchum gets her first basket. And Breckinridge County is wasting no time. Their offense is working quick as Riggs is double teamed to the backcourt. Crosses it to Jones, who will break the timeline. Jones on the right wing has her pocket picked by Carby. Carby outlet to Lucas, and it's out of bounds off of Carby. Possession is going to stay with the Lady Cougars. Van Riggs will come out for the Lady Cougars. 19-0, Breck on top of Grayson. 4:21 left here in the first quarter. It's one of these things where Grayson, they need one basket. They just need a shot here to go in, and then that kind of gets the monkey off the back as Perkins thought about pulling up from the three on the right wing. Grimes immediately got into her face. Nice switch off. Out front, Van Meter, a handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins hands it off to Renfro at the left wing. Renfro drives in, throws the shot up left side, not good, but she'll go to the free throw line, and Grayson County's going to get a chance to get some points. Foul called on Emily Hinton. She was into the game. That's her first, team's fifth. Renfro will go to the line. She will shoot two. First free throw is no good off the back of the iron for Briley Renfro. Renfro, last season for Grayson County, 45.5% free throw shooter. She missed 14 games. She dealt with a dislocated kneecap. Second free throw for Renfro is no good off the back of the iron. Rebound is out of bounds off of Breckinridge County. The Lady Cougars are going to keep the ball. 4:04 left in the first quarter. Bounce pass to to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter out front to Blanton. Blanton off to the left wing to Perkins. Perkins gets a screen, 3 straight away, good! Sydney Perkins puts in the 3 straight away. Grayson County's on the board on the 3. Here comes a 3 to answer on the near side. It's an air ball, rebound inside, knocked out, run down high by Breckinridge County's Hinton. Outside pass inside by Grimes, smacks off the backboard. Grayson's going to get the basketball in transition. Green falls down with it. That's probably not the pass that Todd Johnston wants them to make. Green was moving down the floor. She got the ball, spinning down the lane. Grimes, the kiss off the glass is good for Elizabeth Grimes. It's 21-3. Grayson County trails, 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Right side, Blanton. Trying to find some help as she drives down the lane, throws a shot up, partially blocked inside by Ratajkowski. Off to Grimes. Grimes is going to slow down. Breckinridge County was picked 4th in the preseason 3rd Region Media poll. Grayson County was 11th in that poll. Shot by Huffines from 18 feet was no good. Van Meter got the loose ball off to Renfro. Renfro down the right side at the free throw line, has it poked away from behind. Loose ball is going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to head towards the Lady Tigers. 2:48 left here in the first quarter, 21-3. Grayson trails Breckinridge County. Caroline Lucas re-enters for the Lady Tigers, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Todd Johnston. It's 21-3. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County. 2:48 left to play here in the first quarter. Or in the first half, rather. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County trails Breckinridge County 21-3. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the first half. Not the start Todd Johnston wanted, but you're at least seeing some fight from this Lady Cougar team. And this is a really good Breckinridge County team. As I mentioned, going to break the last time, we've started the 3rd Region Media poll as media representatives from around the region. It's a bunch of the radio broadcasters, some newspapers, and so on. We have a representative designated for pretty much every team in the region. And then we have, there are, 5 schools in Davis County, so we have 5 representatives from Davis County. Makes sense. One of our representatives sitting over to my right tonight, Lee Bramblett from WXBC here in Breckinridge County. Jump pass inside. Huffines on the right side. Can't get it to roll in. Huffines just not getting anything to fall in out of the timeout for Breckinridge County. Left wing, Blanton picks up her dribble out front to Renfro. Renfro on the left side loses the ball, but she was fouled by Kylie Carby. That'll be her second. Team's 6th. Josie Mitchum will enter the game. Carby will come out for the Lady Tigers. But Breckinridge County in that media poll was picked 4th. We'll talk more about the boys poll during the boys game that will follow this one. Grayson County boys picked 10th. Breckinridge County next team out, 11th. 21-3, Grayson trails Breckinridge County. At the free throw line, Renfro. Handoff pass to Van Meter at the free throw line. She throws a shot up, flips it up, can't get it to go in. Lucas gets the rebound, and immediately here come the Lady Tigers looking to push. Lucas down the near side. Green did a really good job in defense, shutting off the lane for Lucas. Inside, and a foul's going to be called on the inbounds pass, called on Grayson County. It's called on Renfro. It's going to be her first, team's second. Be Grimes to pass in. Throws it off to the left wing to Lucas. Lucas swings it off to the right side. A long two by Ratajkowski. It's no good. Rebound on the floor is going to be taken by Blanton, and she is fouled by Mitchum, and that's going to be 1-1. As Mitchum, that's her second, team's 7th, and Isabel Blanton should be getting 1 in the bonus here. Sub into the game for Breckinridge County is going to be Bailey Brown, the sophomore guard. Appeared in 6 games, took 9 shots last year. 7 of them were from 3. Arissa Riggs comes in. Sydney Perkins will come out. Again, if you just joined us, Sydney Perkins and Arissa Riggs, Lady Cougars' 2 leading scorers from last season, have not practiced in about a week. They've been dealing with an illness. That's tough when you're going up against a really good team on the road. Blanton shooting 1 in the bonus. She's 6 of 6 on free throws last season, and she makes her first one. Second free throw coming from Blanton. Waits a while, lets it fly, and knocks them both in. The sophomore, Isabel Blanton, makes it 21-5, under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Down to Huffine, she was left wide open, misses the layup inside. Green got the rebound, falling down with it, and she's going to be called for a walk. (21-5). It is going to stay Breckinridge County basketball underneath of their own basket. Grimes inside, off the left side. The shot's no good by Brown. Put up and put back in by Huffines. She gets her first basket. It's her first basket of the game, and she had probably missed her first 7 shots of this contest. It's 23-5, 1:35 left in the first quarter. Left wing Renfro. Renfro, a handoff pass to Blanton, loses the ball. It's taken away by Huffines. An outlet pass to Grimes. Grimes working, pulls up from 18 feet on the right side. Nothing but net for Elizabeth Grimes. She's got 15 points here in the first half of play for Grayson County. They lead 25-5. Riggs can be called for over and back as she crossed and went back. Another turnover for the Lady Cougars. Lucy Torrance re-enters for the Lady Cougars. Kennedy Green comes out. Adeline Mormon re-entered for the Lady Tigers. Out front, Lucas. Lucas down the left side, throws a wild shot up, and she's going to be bailed out with a foul. Looks like maybe getting a little bit on the arm on the drive. It's on Renfro. That's her second and the team's third. To the free throw line will be Caroline Lucas. 46.1%. From the charity stripe a season ago. She will shoot 2. Finished 8th in the state in field goal percentage a year ago. She makes the first free throw there. Second free throw for the junior is good. Breck leads Grayson 27-5. 1 minute left here to play in the first half. And I think if you're Todd Johnston, I think you'd love to see 2 possessions here with points. Out front to Renfro. Finds Van Meter, swings it off to Blanton on the far side. Ball fake. Blanton on the left side. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Breckinridge County, and they look to push up the far side of the floor. Into the middle to Ratajkowski. Left wing Brown. Brown off to the right side to Mormon. Mormon crosses it to Lucas. Left wing 3 up, and it is in and out. Rebound on the floor is a foul called on Grace. That might be on Renfro, and that'll be, no, it's called on Breckinridge County, I believe is what it was. No, they called it on Grayson County. It is on Renfro. That is her third, team's fourth. He pointed towards Breckinridge County as if the foul was on them, and I was a little confused for one. I didn't see a foul that could have happened on Breckinridge County. It's a good call on Renfro. Thrown up, Lucas runs it down straight away. 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, and Chad Mormon's going to hold for the final shot. You know what? I don't blame him. You're up by 22 points. See what you can't do on offense and run your last second play here. Grimes down the left side. Dumps it off to a shot from 10 feet near baseline by Ratajkowski. She misses it. Torrance got the rebound for Grayson. Finds Logston in the middle, who's into the game for the Lady Cougars. Find Riggs with 5 seconds. Riggs on the left side. Chase backwards into the hands of Logston with 2 seconds. Off to Riggs with 1 second. Riggs throws it up at the buzzer. It's good! Riggs puts the shot in at the buzzer. And Grayson County gets maybe some momentum. You know what? First half didn't go your way, but you get the bucket there to end the first half of play. Your score at the half. Breckinridge County 27, Grayson County 7. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars trail this one at the half by a score of 27-7. And not exactly the half that Grayson County wanted at all. There's just no other way to put it, but you saw some fight. And I think that's what you want to see from a team. When you fall behind 19-0, which Grayson County did in this game, they've at least seen some things that I think Todd Johnston at least has to feel decent about. And you get the basket there at the end by Riggs. Maybe you can get some of that momentum to make this game a little bit closer as we move on. Coming up on our halftime show, run down the scoring from this game. Maybe some scores from around the region as games are starting to get underway. Get you ready for half number 2 as our score at the half, 27-7, Breck leads Grayson. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on the Moose.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it out.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
7. We'll try to see if there isn't a score or two from around the region to bring you. Not a lot has opened up and gotten started here today, as most of the games got started at the top of the hour. In fact, now that I'm doing a scroll through, really not a whole lot going on, as it looks like Greenwood and Owensboro Catholic are getting ready to get underway in boys basketball. And that's about it right now. Warren Central and Barron County getting ready to start in a doubleheader as well. Score at the half, 27-7. Grayson trails Breck. We'll run down the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County, where the Lady Cougars trail the Lady Tigers 27-7 here at the half. Running down some of the scoring from the first half of play. First, the Lady Tigers, 15 points from Isabel Grimes, 4 from Caroline Lucas and Kylie Carby, and then a pair each from Kaylee Huffines and Josie Mitchum. For Grayson County, Sydney Perkins led the way. She had 3 points, 2 points for Marissa Riggs and 2 points for Isabel Blanton. Lady Cougars were held scoreless in the first half of play, and it really could not have started much worse. But I mean, you look, first quarter, they didn't score. You were down 10-0. I'm sure Todd Johnson, if I told him, hey, you're not scoring, I'm sure he wants to keep that number below 10, but against a really talented offensive team in Breckinridge County, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, when you allow 17 points in the second quarter, he's probably not too happy about that. And that's probably his thing is that I get it, sometimes shots aren't going to fall for this team. This team is not an elite offensive team, as the Lady Cougars are getting ready to hit the floor right now. But that doesn't mean that you can't be an elite defensive team. The Lady Cougars were a good defensive team last year. So they should be this year as well. And I'm sure that was the thing that Todd Johnson was most disappointed about, because they had some good moments. I thought their defense on Kaylee Huffines was pretty good. And they let Grimes open a couple of times. And also, Grimes is knocking down shots. And in some instances, you just have to say, I'm going to tip my cap to you and go from there. Your score at the half, Breckinridge County 27, Grayson County 7. We'll take a break. Second half action comes up after this, as this is Lady Cougar Basketball on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where it is 27-7. The Lady Cougars trail the Lady Tigers at the half. Sam Gormley with you here on the call this evening. Very excited to have you with us for another edition of Grayson County Basketball. As a reminder, Game 2 will follow this one. If you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, though, there will be a different stream for that game. If you're watching on YouTube, though, should just move right over to that stream right after the game is over, and that'll start a couple of minutes after that game. But first, we got a second half of action, and we are underway here in half number 2. Lady Cougars working from right to left now on your radio dial. And an interior pass by Renfro is knocked away. She gains it back, kicks it into the near corner to Perkins, who's into the game to start the half, as is Green, as is Van Meter, as is Riggs. Out front, it is Renfro, the senior with the ball with the left hand, spins down the lane, finds help on the right side with Riggs. Riggs had it poked away. It's run back down, though. Now has it poked away again, and Carby gets the steal for the Lady Tigers. Moving down the near side of the floor. Here comes Grimes. Grimes out front to Carby. Carby crosses it. A 3 near side is, no, it's a long 2 rather, by Mitchum. She gets her 4th point of the game. It's 29-7, and an offensive foul, I believe, is called in the backcourt on Sydney Perkins. I looked down at my notes. They're going to call a charge on Sydney Perkins, and Todd Johnston's argument to the official was that Caroline Lucas was the player who took the so-called charge, said she's probably the strongest person in the gym, and Sydney Perkins, you know, is not going to run over Caroline Lucas very often. On the far side, driving in, the floater by Carby's off the back of the iron. Rebound knocked out of the hands of Huffines. Lucas gets it back, kicks it near corner. Another 3 is up, and it is no good. Huffines takes the ball off the head of Green. Huffines gets the rebound. A wild throwback into Carby. Carby flip shot right side, can't roll in. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson. Blanton gets it to Van Meter. Van Meter crosses it to Riggs. Riggs on the right wing. 29-7, 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Riggs drives in, throws a shot up right side, and walks with it. Is the call on the far side of the field. On the pitch, it's not the pitch, it's the court rather. Todd Johnston going, or Isabel Blanton going over to talk to Todd Johnston. Is getting maybe a defensive, communicating something with him. Carby drives down the lane, shots up, it's short, rebounded Huffines, put back off the glass, no good, long rebound chased down by Green for the Lady Cougars. Off to Van Meter, an outlet to Riggs. Riggs into the middle with the right hand. Grayson County trails 29-7, 6:17 to play here in the third quarter. Ball rolled in, it was tipped. Riggs runs it back down to the backcourt. Nice screen by Perkins straight away. Riggs picks up her dribble, trapped in the far corner, and it's stolen by Grimes. Grimes right up the middle with the ball, kicks it off. A shot from 18 feet on the near side is in and out by the Lady Tigers, and a foul on the rebound is going to be called on Huffines. The call, you can use your size to some extent, but it's the body from behind. I know some fans will like to say, well, that's over the back. Technically, if you go look at the rule book, there's no such foul as over the back. And a steal in the backcourt. Grimes has it, and a blocking foul on inside is going to be called. The basket's good by Grimes, and she'll go to the free throw line. Sutton Van Meter is going to pick up the foul. Very close to Van Meter picking up a charge, which she became so good at a season ago. Grimes to try and convert on the and-one. She was 1 of 2 on free throw attempts in the first half of play. She misses that one. Rebounded by the Lady Tigers, though. Inside to Huffines, guarded by Riggs. Huffines spins it around, can't get it to roll in. Green gets the rebound for the Lady Cougars. Kennedy Green's gotten a couple of nice rebounds for Grayson. Bounce pass to Riggs on the far side. Riggs on the right side. Out front to Perkins. Perkins almost threw it away, but Van Meter was able to reach out with the right hand to grab it. Out front to Green. Green throws it back to Van Meter. She wasn't there. Run down by Blanton. Blanton off to the left side to Van Meter from 18 feet. Van Meter can't get it to roll in. The long rebound is tapped out and into the hands of Grimes for the Lady Tigers. Carby, jump pass inside to Huffines. Huffines throws it up. Kiss off the glass is good for Kaylee Huffines. She's got 4, and it's 33-7. Breck on top of Grayson. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Right side Riggs. Out front to Green. Green swings it off to the right side to Perkins, who bobbled it, gains it back. She's trapped along the out-of-bounds line, and she's called for a double dribble. Todd Johnston was trying to make the case that she was bobbling it, which would have allowed her to have another dribble. Grimes will cross the timeline for Breck. They have it working from left to right on the radio dial. Grimes on the right side, back towards the middle. Kicks it off to Carby at the free throw line. Back now to Lucas, straight away. Lucas drives in, pulls up inside the free throw line. Stripped by Riggs on the way up. Nice defense by Arissa Riggs. Van Meter will break the timeline. Off to the near side to Riggs. Riggs with 3 dribbles, now continues it, tries to get some space. Trying to find help now straight away. She looks, finds it with Green deep on the right wing. Green guarded by Huffines. Green drives in, goes up, floater off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Huffines. Huffines gave it to Lucas. Lucas straight away with the basketball, 33-7. Left side Mitchum. Mitchum over to Grimes. Grimes looked to get it inside to Huffines, instead to Lucas. On the right side, driving down, spinning down the lane. Outside to Lucas on the right wing. Lucas guarded by Riggs. Lucas drives in, goes up on Green and gets the roll in. Basket good. Lucas has 6 points. It's 35-7. Breck on top of Grayson. 3 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. Right side Riggs gets a screen from Blanton. Back now to Green, who has it in between the circles. Crosses it to Blanton. It's taken away by Mitchum. Mitchum drives down the left side. Off the glass. The layup is good for Mitchum. She's got 6. Lady Cougars still looking for their first basket of this third quarter of play. Riggs is going to be bumped and fouled by Carby. Be her third, team second. Renfro, Jones, and Torrance all come back into the game for Grayson County. Mormon re-enters for the Lady Tigers, as will Ratajkowski. Sutton Van Meter to run the point for Grayson. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Grayson trails 37-7. Inside, Renfro tried to get the foul inside. It wasn't whistled, threw the shot up, and it was rebounded by the Lady Tigers. Inside the lane, Ratajkowski kicks it off to Lucas. 3, far side, it's short, rebounded on the floor by Torrance for Grayson. She'll find Bree Jones. Jones, the 7th grader, going to set things up. Drives down the left wing, throws it out front to Van Meter. It's tipped, and that'll be over and back. It's a little too much on the pass to Van Meter as she was trying to curl it back over to the far side. 2:19 left here in the third quarter. 37-7, Grayson trails Breck. Right side, Ratajkowski at the free throw line. Kicks it off, a deep 3, Mormon left side. It is short, rebounded inside Mitchum, put back high off the glass. Is long and rebounded by Blanton for Grayson. Gives it off to Van Meter. Van Meter to the near side to Jones. Todd Johnston delivers what he wants to see this offense move. Left wing to Renfro. Renfro spins down the left lane, goes back towards the middle. Reach in on Lucas. She's not called for the foul. The ball is lost, and Breck has it. Lucas, an outlet to Mitchum. Mitchum down the right side, goes up. Shot good by Mitchum. Mitchum's got 6 in the quarter. It's 39-7. 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jones, guarded by Mitchum. To the far side to Van Meter. Off to Jones on the right wing. Jones looking for help. Out front to Torrance. Torrance on the left wing to Renfro. Renfro bounce pass inside to Jones. Left side layup good. Bree Jones gets her first career basket. Lays it in on the left side. The 7th grader puts it in. She'll never forget that. She gets the first basket. Her dad loves it on the bench. 39-9. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Lucas drives down the lane, walks with it. No whistle outside. Ratajkowski gets the 18-foot jumper on the far side. Timeout's going to be taken on the floor by Chad Mormon. It is 41-9. Breck leads Grayson. 51.5 to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Trails Breckinridge County 41-9, 51.5 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Bree Jones gets her first career basket just a moment ago. She's the 7th grader, the younger daughter of head football coach Brian Jones, or the oldest daughter rather of head football coach Brian Jones, and assistant basketball coach, which Brian Jones is as well, but Elena Jones, who is the middle school coach, she is coaching the middle school team tonight. I'm not sure if their game's probably still underway, so she probably has no idea that her daughter just picked. Huffines was a 39.6% free throw shooter a year ago. Shot is up, and it is no good. Or rather, it is good, for Huffines. She makes the free throw. It is 45-12, 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. On the left wing, it is to Van Meter. Right side, Jones. Jones crosses it to Logston. Out front, swings it off to the right side. Jones, another three for the 7th grader. Count it! Bree Jones has 8 points for Grayson. How about the debut for the 7th grader? 3 in transition, near side by Brex, no good. Lexi Logston gets the loose rebound for the Lady Cougars. Logston going to run the point for Grayson. Off to the left wing to Jones. Jones to the free throw line, Narvaez. Back to Van Meter. Bounce pass to Jones on the left wing. Crosses it to Van Meter, 18 feet, right side. Van Meter puts the basket in. Starting to see some baskets fall for the Lady Cougars. 45-17 is the score now. 5:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Left wing, Carby. Crosses it. I think she was looking for Lucas. Lucas had her head down, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Breck. We'll take it with him. 45-17, 4:56 to go in the fourth quarter. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Grayson County trails 45-17, 4:56 to go, but Bree Jones has come off the bench. She has 8 points in this game to lead the Lady Cougars in scoring. I'm sure that head coach Todd Johnston has to be pretty happy with that performance for a debut. .450 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jones off to the right wing to Logston. Logston out front to Peyton Bowman, the other 7th grader into the game for Grayson. Bowman on the right side. She's making her varsity debut. Her pocket is picked by Lucas, gains it back. Does Logston at the free throw line, Narvaez. Finds it out front to Bowman. Left wing Jones. Jones out front to Logston. Logston in between the circles to Torrance. Torrance drives near baseline, spins back towards the middle, crosses it to Logston. Right wing three, up and in. Lexi Logston puts in the three for Grayson County. Logston, first career three-pointer. She scored 4 points last season, appearing in 4 games. Lucas drives down the right side. Left side shot, left short, rebounded on the floor by the Lady Tigers. Grimes comes down with it. Grimes in the far corner, inside to Huffines. Huffines spins it around towards the middle, can't get it to roll in, and a foul on the rebound is called on Breckinridge County, I believe is the call. It is. It is called on Mitchum. It's her third and the team's third. Radziewski re-enters. I'm still very intrigued that Chad Mormon has left Lucas and Grimes in the game as long as he has. Jones, bounce pass, beautiful one, down to the right block. Torrance blocked by Huffines. Huffines is another player I'm still intrigued. She's still in the game. Inside, Lucas flips the shot up. It's no good, but a foul on the drive is called on Grayson. It's called on Logston. It's her third. Team's 6th. It'll be Caroline Lucas to the free throw line. She's 2 of 2 in this game after last season only 46.1%. Lucas also a good volleyball player, led her volleyball team with 180 kills. Her older brother, Brock, really good baseball player. He first started out at the University of Tennessee. I believe he's transferred to Wabash Valley, which is a really good JUCO team. And free throw, second one's no good. Long rebound chased down by Grimes in the far corner for the Lady Tigers. Lucas, cross court. 3 up by Ratajkowski. Off the back of the iron, no good. Narvaez rips down another loose board for the Lady Cougars. She'll hand it off to Jones. Off to Bowman. Left wing 3 for the 7th grader looking for her first career varsity points. It's a little bit long. An outlet pass as Breck got the rebound. Down to Lucas off the side. Blocked by Jones, but a little bit too much on the arm. Jones going to pick up her 3rd foul, team 7th. And back to the free throw line. Lucas, 3 of 4 in the game. Free throw up and good for Lucas. Lady Cougars will be back in action coming up on Friday as they'll travel to Bullitt Central for a Lady Cougar battle from Shepherdsville. We'll be there for the call of that one. Second free throw good by Lucas. They also will have their home opener on Saturday. They'll host the Lady Blazers of University Heights. Game will be a 3 o'clock tip-off from the Cougar Den. Jones on the right wing. Now back off into the middle. She speeds up as she gets down the lane, flips it up, left side, gets it in. 10 points for Bree Jones in her debut. I mean, I'm not sure you can draw it up much better than that. I'm sure if you asked her, she'd probably rather win the game as well, as Grimes drives down the lane, gets the shot in. She's got 19 points, 50-22. Lady Cougars starting to show a little bit more offense, and that's the thing. This is not like Breckinridge County has put in a younger team by any means. They still have their starters out. Left wing Jones. He drives down. How about one more? Blocked out of bounds by Huffines. Huffines at 6'2", Jones at 5'5". That's a size mismatch. Huffines is going to come out as Adeline Moorman will come in. Jones slaps the basketball underneath the Rowan basket. Scans once, scans twice, bounce pass into Bowman. It misses her. Falling down with it is Tarrant. She was able to get it. Bowman has it straight away and finds Logston. Logston in between the circles to the left wing Bowman. Bowman kicks it into the near corner to Jones. 2:10 to go here into today's game as Lucas gets the loose ball and she just lost it herself, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Into the game, Emily Hinton coming out as Carby. Again, I'm just very, very intrigued that they've kept both Grimes and Lucas into the game as long as Chad Moorman has. When you're up by 28 points, and that goes off the hand of Logston, Grayson County's going to turn it over. When you're up by 28 points with 2 minutes to go, you'd think you'd want to give some of your younger players some moments to rest. I mean, the Lady Tigers don't play again until Saturday. They will play at the Owensboro Sports Center against Franklin County. It's a long season, though. This is only game 1. Grimes at the right wing, guarded by Jones. Hand off pass to Lucas. Lucas drives in, dumps it off to left side. Ratajkowski can't get it in. Gets the rebound, put back inside. Rolls in for Ratajkowski. Rowan Ratajkowski. She has 4 points. As we approach the 92nd mark of this game, it is 52-22. Inside Logston, it's knocked away. Run down by Narvaez. Out front to Bowman. Bowman had her pocket pick, gains it back, looking for help. Tried to get it to Logston. It's taken away by Lucas. And Lucas is going to slow down. Has it on the right wing. Bounce pass out front to Grimes. Minute 16 to go. 52-22 is the Grayson County deficit. Out front, Moorman hands it off to Lucas. Crosses it to the far side to Emily Hinton. Lets the 3 fly. It's not an air ball, but the rebound inside by Ratajkowski is in. Gonna have a substitution timeout. And there goes Lucas and Grimes out of the game. And I think Todd Johnston, is he taking a timeout here? Or maybe they are going to actually take the full 30-second timeout, and they're going to let them talk this over and go from there, as it'll be really a quick 30-second timeout in this one. Grayson County going to open up the year 0-1. It's a long season. This Lady Cougar team, I think you're seeing some things tonight. You're seeing some improvements. Obviously, the offense still got to improve. And then you also have got to mention that your two best players haven't practiced in a week and have been dealing with a sickness. That has to have an impact. And that's been the case here tonight, is Sydney Perkins and Arissa Riggs, who combined for, just about 23 points a game last year for Grayson. They haven't practiced in a week since last Tuesday. Out of this timeout, you have Torrance, Green, Narvaez, and the future of this backcourt here in a couple of years in Jones and Bowman. Jones on the left wing. Green. She tried to pass it out front. Jones tried to run it down as she was trying to find Narvaez straight away. It was out of her reach. Jones tried to get to it, but it went out of bounds. 44.1 seconds to go here. Grayson County trails 54-22 as this game comes closer to a closing point. Game 2 will follow a little bit later on. Drives down the right side. Off to a right wing three by Brown. It's off to the right side, no good. Rebounded by Jones for Grayson. 20 seconds to go. Bree Jones in between the circles. Let's see if the Lady Cougars can get a bucket here to end this game. Torrance inside to Bowman. Bowman backs it off to the far corner to Narvaez. Narvaez out front with 8 seconds to Green with 5 seconds. Lady Cougars need a bucket. Left wing Jones. She's got to go with 2 seconds at the free throw line. Off to Torrance. Throws a shot up at the buzzer. It is no good. The final score, Breckinridge County 54, Grayson County 22. Come back, have more coming up after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the final score is 54-22. Grayson County falls against Breckinridge County in game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2 will come up here in just a few moments. In between the games, we will talk to the head coach, Todd Johnson, hopefully. We'll run down the lineups from game 2, and we'll just get you ready for all of that, as that'll come up here and more, as Grayson County Lady Cougars fall 54-22. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted any
OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember,
Honor. Teach.
your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall tonight in Game 1 of the season against the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. I'm joined now by the head coach, Todd Johnston. Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yes,
I know I'm
you're
using
good.
Different headphones.
Sometimes I wish I couldn't, but I can right now. So you're good.
Most people say that. I'm sure that I can see some friends that say the same thing. Tonight, I mean, that's a really good Breckinridge County team. There's no doubt about that. But I think you had some bright spots, and I think the first is first career game, seventh grader. I mean, what, 12 years old, if that?
Yeah, 12, I think, yes.
And she drops in 10 points in her first ever game. You've got to be pretty impressed with what you saw for Bree Jones, considering that she never played varsity basketball before.
Yeah, and then as soon as the game's over, she's in the bathroom throwing up, and may still be in there throwing up. So she wasn't even in our little talk at the end. So it's one of those things, we've got 4 or 5 girls fighting all of it, and we could have been 100% healthy in the way we played. We're not going to beat that team. But, she weighs 70 pounds, dripping wet and coming off. I think she's just getting the flu. And we got 2 or 3 fighting it still, and a couple just getting over it. And Lexi's about to throw up and asked to come out there at the end. And, with Arissa and Sydney, they haven't practiced in a week. Kennedy and Lucy just coming back from it, so it was not a good night for us all the way around. And I think we could play them tomorrow, and it would be a better game. I don't know if we can beat them. I mean, I'm a realist, so they're really, really good. They're big and strong, and Lucas might be the best player on the boys team. I really like her as a player. She is so strong, and the one time I said something to the officials, it was something funny. Sydney bumps into her and she falls down and they call a charge. And I'm like, she's the strongest person in the gym and you're calling a charge on that. And she was just trying to get to her spot in our press offense. But anyway, had no bearing on the game. But I thought, you've got to be kidding. You fell for that? But anyway, really talented. And the Grimes girl, I'll be glad when she's gone, and that's 4 more years. But they're just super talented. She, I think she had 15 in the first half. And she sure doesn't play like a freshman. And really good team. Chad does a good job with them, and I wish them the best of luck.
I think if you want a positive, the next Grimes is a boy, so you don't have to deal with him. So Travis gets to deal with him instead. So that's probably a good thing.
I'll be glad. And I've only done this 2 years, the girls. So I think it was Isabel was her name.
Isabel, yes.
And
then there was an older one.
Yeah, I think Isabel had 27 or 8 against us last year, and this one as a freshman had whatever she had, 15, 18, 19. So she's going to be a handful for 4 years. And the thing about it, I thought our defense was really good in the first half.
That's exactly where I was going to go next, especially on Huffines.
Yeah, we
shut her out.
We did a great job on her. 3 quarters, our help side was really good. Got a couple steals off that. Again, we held them to 10 points in the first quarter. We just got 0, so that's never good. But they got hot in the second half, got some offensive rebounds, kicked out to Grimes, who made her wide open threes, which, again, is a mark of a really good team. When you get a rebound, offensive rebound, it's the best time to get open threes. And they kicked it out to her a couple times, and she made them. And, they were just hard for us to guard, even though they are young, still bigger and stronger than us in every position. And but I was determined to play man. I'm one of those old guys that I think to beat really good teams and to be a really good team, you've got to be able to play man-to-man defense. So I wanted to see how we would do against a really good team. And I'm really pleased with our defense. And I don't even know what the final score ended up because I told them not to look at the scoreboard, so I didn't. But we were better in the second half. Our young girls, like you said, with Bree, really good. And Peyton did some good things. She missed her only shot. But I just didn't want us to come out and be scared and get back on our heels and let them take our confidence away. But that's exactly what happened early. We got really frustrated, turned it over, lost our concentration, and we couldn't get girls in the right spot against their 1-2-2. And that just makes for a hard night against a really good team.
The other person I wanted to specifically mention, especially rebounding, she didn't play a ton of minutes, but when she was in there, Ella Narvaez was like a vacuum inside. She was grabbing all kinds of rebounds. And, I mean, even off the bench, that could be huge for your team.
Well, it is. And, she could be our Lucas. She's not as talented off the dribble and doesn't shoot it anywhere like that. So I'm not meaning they're anything alike, but with that energy and that strength. And I told her only role to worry about for us is to go get every ball that's up in the air. And she's athletic and she is quick. And again, she's 5'5", probably 5'6", but it's one of those things that when she's in, if she's not making her way to an offensive rebound or guarding the best player, then she's not helping us. But I thought she was good. Kennedy did some good things. Lucy, as another freshman, did some good things. Really hard on Sutton tonight because so much pressure on her to handle the ball against that pressure. And then with Arissa and Sydney, about 50%. It was just a long night.
Coming up on Friday, I guess is when it is. You play, I know you had said at the beginning of the year that you think the 2 best teams you'll play all year is this one and then maybe on Friday night against Bullitt Central. Battle of the Lady Cougars. That's about all I know.
They got a really, really good point guard, senior point guard, so we'll have our handfuls with her. But I don't think they're as good as Breck, and we'll find out when we get film on them. But I know they are good, and they're expecting to have a good year. 8 seniors, I think. So when we've got 2 seniors and we play 5, 6 freshmen and middle school kids, not a good combination there. But, again, I still know Calipari or Kenny Payne line, you either win or you learn. And I'm going to try to keep that in mind with myself is we got to learn something from it, and hopefully we will. And I think our girls, we were just, against good ball pressure, your first instinct is to dribble. Put your head down and dribble, and then we're lost. Because you can't see cutters, can't do backdoor cuts, anything like that. Better in the second half. We didn't dribble as much. Still did way too many times and dribbling into traffic with our head down, but some of that's not being able to go left. We don't have girls that are really good left-handed, but maybe we'll get there.
Coach, I appreciate it. We'll see you on Friday night.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate
That's
it.
head coach Todd Johnston. If you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, that'll end our broadcast. We'll start a new one here in a few minutes. Again, the final score, 54-22. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.